Hello, welcome to weekly messages from Spirit for the week of September 4th through 10th. I am so excited to share a really awesome synchronicity that just happened before I jump into the messages from Spirit. I have a friend who lives in Denver, Colorado, and she knows my story of being connected to Matthew Brady, who was the first American photographer. He was the photographer who took the photo of Abraham Lincoln that is on the penny, and he is my ancestor. And part of his story is that he poured all of his time, his money, his energy, his love into this photography project for the Civil War. And he was commissioned to do the project, and Lincoln said, "We'll do it, but you're going to have to finance it yourself." So he poured $100,000 into the project. Imagine how much money that was at Civil War time. And after he delivered the photos, there was images of the dead. He showed the brutality of war, and he was told that the American public wouldn't want to see that, and that they were ready to move forward, so they would not be purchasing his images. And so he took a big loss. His wife died soon after that. He went into depression, ended up penniless, and died. And part of my mission is to continue what he started in changing the world of photography and art. And he was also a leader of other photographers like me, which I found very interesting. That his eyesight was not so good, and it started to get worse, and he hired other photographers to do the photos. So he became more of a leader manager like me. So it's really interesting how closely connected we are. And because he wasn't appreciated, even though he was a renowned photographer and was given credit as the first American photographer, he wasn't appreciated in the form of money the way he should have been. So I'm correcting that wrong in my family by helping other photographers to become more abundant. And I am teaching a free workshop on Wednesday, September 7th at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, and I will put the link below this. And it's all about helping photographers open up to receive more revenue in the form of, from coaching clients, hosting in-person workshops and retreats, charging your worth, opening up to receive the abundance that you deserve. So Matthew Brady is my why. He's the reason why I do what I do. And it happened that my friend just told me she saw his work in Denver, which guided me to check out where his work is here, because I'm in Washington, D.C., where his first studio was. And I found that there's a ceremony to dedicate a new memorial to him on September 17th here in my hometown of Washington, D.C. So I applied to be a speaker at this event. I have no idea if they're taking speakers or not. I just decided to reach out to the organizer and say that I'm a motivational speaker for photographers. I'm a photographer myself, and I'm his descendant. So we'll see what happens, but I'm super excited to see what happens with this thread as I follow Matthew Brady wherever it takes me. So I wanted to share that cool story first. All right, let's dive into weekly messages from Spirit for the week of September 4th through September 10th. This week there is a full moon on September 9th. Full moons are all about releasing, letting go, doing your healing work, releasing what's standing in the way of what you're asking for next. And I decided a new practice that I'm doing is I'm not working the day before the full moon, the day of the full moon, and the day after the full moon. So that would be September 9th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. I do not work with clients those days. I'm not going to be checking email. I'm not going to be on social media. I'm going to go completely within. And I'm actually also going to be doing some more research on Matthew Brady because I'm super excited about this thread that I'm on now. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started with some oracle cards here. I have the Oracle of the Unicorn, so we'll start with that. So what can we expect for the week of September 4th through 10th? Energies for the collective for the week of September 4th to 10th. Cycles, so good. Such a good reminder. This is what I was just talking about. Cycles, this makes me think of the moon cycles. Everything has its right time. Honor the cycles of your body. Tune into the moon's magic. Love the confirmation from Spirit. All right, let's pull another one. It's more messages from Spirit for the week of September 4th through 10th. In regards to cycles, what are we meant to focus on or be aware of this week? Past lives. Okay. Release your past life karma. Oh my God, this is so good. Oh, I love it. You were an old soul with deep wisdom. Healing your past lives will raise your vibration. Wow. Okay, so this goes with exactly the story that I was just sharing, in that we carry karma not just from ourselves and our choices in our past lives, but also our ancestors. So the full moon is a really great time to release this karma, to release the stories that aren't even ours, that were passed down from generation to generation. Could be in regards to money, what we're worthy of receiving, what we're worthy of deserving to achieve. So releasing that may not even be yours, but it could be from a past life connection or past ancestors. Everything has its right time. Honor the cycles of your body. Tune into the moon's magic. So just like I was saying before, not to continue to push yourself to be productive as our culture values so much, but to allow yourself time to rest, to release, and then to receive. Rest, release, receive. So if we're always in action mode, if we're always trying to be productive and get things done, it's not going to give us the results that we desire, because we're not meant to always be in action. We're meant to go into a phase of rest, releasing, and then receiving. Rest, release, receive. Rest, release, receive. All right, let's ask for one more card. What are we being asked to surrender to during this time? What are we being asked to surrender? Surrender the idea you can fix someone. I've gotten this one many times. It's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. All right, let me tune in for this. So this is about not trying to force your views on another. If you are on a spiritual path, and you are, and especially if you're watching me and following me, to not force the issue to someone else, maybe a loved one that seems to be lost, or seems to not have a spiritual practice, or has something that you deem wrong or bad. It's not your job to fix anyone. It's about acceptance. Unconditional love is I accept you and I love you for exactly who you are. For exactly who you are. Not maybe not what you're doing. I don't love everything you're doing or saying, or how you're acting. You don't have to love that. But I love you for who you are. That is what unconditional love is. We're not here to fix or change anyone. If you need someone else to be different, to be happy, you're going to have a really miserable life. Release that. Release that desire to have anyone act differently in order for you to feel better. You get to choose how you feel in every moment. You get to choose if you react to how another person is reacting, or to observe them from that neutral place of observation. And know that it's not your job to fix or direct anyone. If they come to you wanting guidance, let's say you're a coach like me, or you're a teacher, you're a guide, they come to you wanting guidance, you can share, maybe share some of your personal experience. I've been doing this more with my clients, sharing I've been there, I have a story, I have something that may work for you, I have tools that I can teach you, but I can't do it for you. So if this problem persists, that's not on me, that's on you. You need to be accountable for your own healing work, and be very weary of others who want you to do it for them, who want you to tell them the magic solution. There is no magic solution. The magic solution is to go into the depths of the pain and to feel all of it, and then to allow it to be released from your body through dancing, singing, journaling, meditating, being outside. Different tools that you can use to release the energy that you deem as negative energy. There is no negative energy. It's energy is energy. Energy and Emotion, you may label emotion as negative, like fear, worry, anxiety. You may label it as negative, but it's all necessary. If it exists, it must be necessary. If it exists, it must be necessary. What is this emotion wanting to teach me? What is the indicator that I'm meant to be doing something differently or to see something differently? Not doing something differently, but how can I see this differently? How can I shift my perspective here? All right, let me see if there's anything else. Resist the temptation, just plow through. Resist the temptation to do as you've always done. If something's not working, make a shift, make a change. Little fine-tune adjustments are much more powerful than just throwing it all away. Don't throw it all away. Don't start from scratch, but little fine-tune adjustments. That feels like a business. This could also be for connections, love connections. Let's see what else. Honor those who came before you. You know, September 11th is coming up, in a time when many people lost their lives, many people sacrificed themselves for our freedom. Many people crossed over on that day in our history. Honor those who came before you. Chills on that. Honor those who came before you. And all of it was necessary. None of it was wrong. All of it was necessary. Whew, okay. It's powerful. All right. Let me know how those messages resonate for you. And if you are a photographer and you're wanting to learn how to open up to receive more abundance, how to add more revenue streams to your business, sign up for my workshop, Multiple Streams of Revenue for Photographers. It is going to be on Wednesday, September 7th, and I'm going to do another one on Wednesday, September 21st. We do have our retreat coming up soon after that, our Abundance Breakthrough Retreat, which is open to ambitious entrepreneurs who want to welcome in more abundance. So respond back to this email or click on the link below to set up a call with me if you're interested in learning more. If you'd like to receive more support, more guidance from me, you're welcome to do that. Thank you. Have a great week.